The Wall Street Journal. Main headline:
Officials mull lockdown end against risk of virus rebound. As social distancing requirements curbed Easter celebrations around the world, officials warn that early signs of success in slowing the spread of the new coronavirus shouldn't bring a quick lifting of lockdown orders. OPEC, oil allies seal deal to cut output. Plunge in demand in the virus's wake spurs 23 nations to withhold 9.7 million barrels a day. Earnings pose test for market. Ford, GM retool for ventilators. Auto giants trade drills for tweezers to mass-produce life-saving machines. Copy that, walkie-talkies are no longer over and out. Duty comes first for 3 pregnant physicians on duty in the same ER.
The New York Times. Main headline:
In Brooklyn, new life pierces the veil of death. The worried doctors stood together after their rounds, weighing the risks. A 31-year-old pregnant woman was in peril, her lungs ravaged by the coronavirus. If they delivered her baby now, it might reduce the strain on her body and help her recover. Oil giants agree to limit output, cooling tensions. How meeting of drug maker sowed illness. Stricken ship exposes a rift in the military. New York feud playing politics with pandemic. Late on Friday, Mayor Bill de Blasio made the momentous decision to keep New York City's 1,800 public schools closed through the end of June. He told just a select few, including Dr. Anthony S. Fauci, the country's top infectious disease expert, what gave his blessing. But Mr. de Blasio did not reach out to Governor Andrew Cuomo, his fellow Democrat and frequent political foe, until Saturday morning. The mayor's top aide said he called Mr. Cuomo just a few minutes before he was to announce the news to the public. Mr. de Blasio did not get through. For Americans living in poverty, keeping 6 feet apart is a luxury beyond reach.
Chicago Tribune. Main headlines: Fauci, rolling re-entry of economy possible in May. Still no guarantee in-person voting will be safe by November 3rd. The United States' top infectious disease expert said Sunday that the economy in parts of the country could have a rolling re-entry as early as next month, provided health authorities can quickly identify and isolate people who will inevitably be infected with the coronavirus. Pritzker, top Dems back mail-in voting. With virus, move gaining steam, but it's not that simple. Remote learning begins. As CPS teachers overcome obstacles to reach students, one lesson will be the pandemic itself. These schools did away with seclusion, restraint. They say Illinois can do the same. This story is a collaboration between the Chicago Tribune and ProPublica Illinois. Chicago Sun-Times. Main headlines: Pandemic's pressure on a homeless, 11-year-old CPS student. I am terrified of the coronavirus, says Mariah Bingham, who fears failing or not surviving. I'm really trying to find a place where my baby really would be comfortable with, because like she said, she's tired of moving place to place. I'm worried about finding a home I can call my own. Margaret Bingham, with her daughter Mariah at the dinner table in their temporary Gresham home. Glenn Beckert, second baseman on 1969 Cubs, dies. Death of 2B brings flood of affection from ex-teammates. I was happy to have him up there in the lineup, and happy just to have him as a teammate. Pritzker sounds alarm over Trump administration's attempt to limit jobless benefits of gig workers. The Pritzker administration sounded the alarm Sunday over attempts by President Donald Trump's Labor Department to narrow the ability of self-employed workers to qualify for new COVID-19 jobless benefits, the Chicago Sun-Times has learned. Sky's Ally Quigley wins first-round horse battle, will face Bulls Lavini. Los Angeles Times main headlines. It all could have been different. Trump administration disbanded team of pandemic experts. Experts advise against ending orders. Governors say stay-home restrictions should remain despite the president's hopes to end them soon. Forced to stay at home, they've taken to loafing. A baking boom is rising among many Americans. Garcetti plays dad and LA life coach amid swirling crisis. In briefings with broad reach, he focuses on love and kindness. Virus upends college plans. Frustrated high school seniors grapple with affordability, safety and family obligations. New York Daily News. Main headlines. Love in the age of corona, experts debate if bug will produce baby boom. Medical experts throughout the city are divided on whether the nation's war with coronavirus will trigger a baby boom now that couples have nowhere to go. No checks for you. GOP tweaked bailout denies Fed cash to 197,000, mostly immigrants, in New York. The spat between Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio over when to reopen schools continued Sunday even as the death toll from coronavirus continued to rise. "We are where we were," the governor told reporters in Albany. "If you say the schools are closed through June, you're effectively saying businesses are closed through June. I wouldn't assume anything."